So here's our salad for today. Today's olive oil is going to be an unfiltered first cold press from Tunisia. This looks like a really good olive oil. We're also going to use some organic balsamic, which is a month past date, but I read that it's fine 3 to 5 years past the date. And before we do that, we're going to add some pink Himalayan sea salt. Not sea salt, I guess technically it's sea salt, but recently it came from the Himalayan mountains. Maybe millions of years ago it was sea salt. Sprinkle a decent helping of that on there. I'm gonna let this marinate for probably 2 hours so that the vinegar can break down some of the tough parts of the turnip greens and also take the edge off the radish and soften the carrots a little bit. I'm pretty heavy-handed with the olive oil. I'm also having pasta tonight, chicken parmesan and bread, so if there's any oil and vinegar left in the bottom of the salad bowl after the salad is finished, I'll use some bread to mop it up, or I'll just pour it right into the chicken parmesan. So yeah, that's today's Italian salad with 3 different types of lettuce, 4 different types of lettuce, radishes, carrots, purple mustard, pink chard, red chard, green chard, yellow chard, garlic, onion scapes, apple mint, tender pea pods. I think we already said collard microgreens. Wow, that carrot took on a nice color, didn't it? Contrast between the pink radish and the orange carrot is somewhat enjoyable. So yeah, once we're sure that the salt and the oil and vinegar have thoroughly coated everything, we're gonna let this marinate for about an hour, and then we're gonna stir it again, and then we're gonna let it marinate for another hour. Tune in for tomorrow's salad. Today is going to be a fairly Mediterranean salad. I'm having chicken parmesan for dinner, so that's going to kind of determine what greens I pick. Normally I would put some kale in a Mediterranean salad, but all my kale is in like full flower. This is a blue collared kale hybrid that's really pretty. This thing's over 2 years old. Finally decided to flower. Let's pick one of these onion scape looking things. It's an onion with a flower on it. I made sure to buy short day onion seed, but we've had some crazy weather and it looks like these are flowering rather than bulbing. I'm gonna put a couple collard microgreen leaves in our salad. This was supposed to be all collard microgreens, and there's one plant that's just gigantic. They were all planted at the same time. Maybe it, I don't know, raced and got more sun early on or something. These leaves are really tiny, so they're still palatable. Normally collard greens would be cooked, but when they're real tiny like this, especially if they're grown in the shade in cool temperatures before it gets hot, you can have them as microgreens, and they're very tender. You might not think of collard as a traditional microgreen, but again, grow it in the shade in cool temperatures close together and pick the leaves when they're tiny. It's great. I'm probably going to skip the bok choy just because it's in full flower, and that might be too much of a mustard flavor for an Italian salad. We're going to get in here and get a couple of these yellow chard. I don't know if you can see the yellowish color in there, but it's yellow stems in this chard. Next, we're going to get some standard green chard. The green stuff, oh, these aren't chard leaves, these are turnips apparently. a turnip or a white beet? That must be a white beet because these are not turnip leaves. These are clearly beet or chard leaves, but the thing's making some type of root. So I guess it's a white beet. You know, it's possible these are the golden beets and they just look white because they went through a hard freeze recently. Who knows? We're gonna skip the cilantro today. We'll get some more of this yellow chard in here. Some of these leaves are a little bigger, might be slightly tougher. But that's okay because this salad's gonna get to marinate for probably close to 2 hours with some vinegar and olive oil. These are turnip leaves. You can see the difference we just looked at. These are a little tough for a salad. That's probably not a great choice. Let's move on. We got some really nice looking dill here, but I don't know if that needs to go in an Italian salad. We'll save that for pickling some radishes later on. This was sprouting broccoli, and now it's all flowers. That's kind of a shame. I'm gonna let this chard plant grow a little more. Usually I would put a leek in an Italian salad, but we already got the onion, so let's pick some garlic instead. Pink peppermint chard and a darker red Vulcan chard. I'm gonna get a leaf off of each one of those. So now we have 4 types of chard. We got the pink, the red, the yellow, and the standard green. I'd heard the suggestion before that I start filming daily dinners when most of the stuff comes from the garden. But I was like, nah, that's kind of boring. Nobody's gonna want to watch that. Watch me pick things that I grow. And then I saw there's all these videos of people just making videos of what they ate that day, like stuff they brought from the store. And I'm like, wait, somebody can get thousands of views showing you what they ate and it's all stuff they bought from the store. Surely someone will be interested in watching me make dinner with things I didn't buy from the store. We're gonna throw a little bit of apple mint in here. We might pick a carrot, we'll see. We're gonna get some of this purple mustard in here. These are already getting a little bit tough, even though it should be a tender green at this small stage. If they get much tougher, I'm just gonna have to start harvesting them and cooking them as mustard greens, like boiling in water with butter or something like that. But again, these are gonna marinate in vinegar for at least an hour or two, so they'll soften up a little bit. I don't know if any of these carrots are big enough. We're gonna keep looking for better carrots, but we will go ahead and pull a radish out of here. Why not? I've been trying to pull the radishes that are shading out the squash first. Trying to find a good looking radish. You know, some of the ones over here are honestly bigger, even though they're not shading out that squash. This one's already flowering. That's a fairly big radish. Why don't we grab that one? It's a nice looking radish. We'll cut that up into small pieces and put it in our salad. All this arugula is going to be too bitter at this point. It's got seed pods on it, so we're going to skip the arugula, even though arugula is a good choice for an Italian salad. Just not today. Let's see what else. There's more arugula over here, but we just talked about skipping that. Let's go ahead and grab some green garlic. I know we got that onion in there, but usually I do onion and garlic, or I do leek. A leek is halfway in between onion and garlic in terms of flavor, so I feel like a leek is a good substitution for both of them, but today we're gonna do onion and garlic. We'll have a leek tomorrow. I've been trying to eat garlic almost every single day. I don't usually like to pull up the bulbs. I like to just leave the bulbs in the ground and come out here and pick greens. I think there's probably more health benefits in the bulbs from what I've read, but the greens are a lot more productive. You can get a lot more in terms of yield if you don't pull up the bulbs. There's some bad weeds in here I gotta deal with. This is a nice little garlic lawn back here. What else for our salad today? The purple kale would be pretty, but that's also in flower. Maybe we will try to pull up one carrot. If we can find a good one. It's kind of hard to tell when a carrot's ready, or at least it's hard for me to tell. Sometimes I feel under the soil a little bit. Oh, too early. This one's really small. That's not much of a carrot, but if we're just gonna cut it up and put it in salad, why not? All right, now we need to actually start getting some greens for the bulk of the salad. Let's see. We're gonna grab some of this oak leaf lettuce that's pretty big. A lot of the buttercup is just melting in the heat. It's really sad. I've never had great luck with buttercup here, but I got a free seed pack. Some of the buttercup looks okay. Oh, this isn't even buttercup. I don't know what this one is. This is the buttercup. I need to cook some burgers soon because I feel like that's one of the few uses of buttercup is on a burger. Lettuce is such a pain. I don't know why I bother growing it. It's slow. It's tiny and not very vigorous. It gets destroyed by weeds. It doesn't seem to have a lot of bug issues though. That's cool, I guess. I've never had to like pull bugs off of the lettuce. Wow, that's a cool one. I don't know what this is called. I think there's 4 distinct types back here. There's the buttercup, there's this romaine stuff. I think this is romaine, maybe not. There's the red oak leaf. That's the only one I really know the name of. The red oak leaf lettuce. Oh, and then there's this green oak leaf lettuce too. I'm already getting bored of picking this lettuce. Seems like the oak leaf ones are easier to pick than this buttercup stuff. Alright, that's probably enough lettuce. What else for our salad today? You know, I suppose we could put some peas in here. I thought I was allergic to peas unless I cooked them, but I haven't had a reaction lately, although I haven't eaten any of these small pods raw lately either. Maybe if we marinate them in vinegar, we won't have a reaction. Let's only throw like 5 or 6 of those in today's salad and see how we do with them. 'Cause, like I said, I can just wait until the pods are all filled out and shell them and cook them that way. I had some the other day from the orchard. Probably shelled 2 pounds worth of peas at the orchard the other day, and they were delicious. This is the carrot bed that got devastated by either rats or squirrels. You can see all the carrots that were ripped up. This was my main carrot plot for the year. Planted all these in like October, November. Just got destroyed. This is a bigger purple mustard plant. I think we already got enough purple mustard for today's salad though. Just looking for a little bit more bulk. Choices. I don't know, maybe this is enough. We are having bread and pasta and chicken parmesan. Maybe this is enough of a salad. We did pick quite a few things. Hard to say. Anything in here? I don't really see anything worthwhile in here. There were beets in here, but they got destroyed by whatever animal pulled up the carrots. These are more carrots. Alright, well apparently that's today's salad.